Good morning, class. Today we'll start with the revision of chapter number 14, that is British period in India. In this chapter, we have learned about the phase which we have gone through during the British reign in India and the atrocities, the exploitation done by the Britishers to Indian people. Okay, basically, these British people came to India for the purpose of business. They wanted to trade here, they want to do business here, but eventually they have gained power, lot more power here, and they started ruling India. Okay, that's what we have learned in this. So we will start with the introduction part, that is the discovery of the sea route to India, which was discovered by the Portuguese explorer Vasco da Gama at 1498. So Vasco da Gama was the person who explored or who discovered the sea route to India in 1498. And the trade between the India and European countries like Netherlands, France, Great Britain flourished, and each country established their trade companies here. Okay? After discovering the sea route to India, many European countries, which includes Netherlands, France, Great Britain, these all flourished here and they started trading companies in India, and generally all were known as East India Company. Okay, and in 1600 CE, the British established their company called the East India Company. As the trade flourished, rivalry broke out between these trading companies. Okay, you know that the if every businessman is flourish, so there is a competition between them, and same is the case here between these companies, and they became rivals of each other, and they wanted to gain more and more profit and control more and more trade in India. And the British were the only one who emerged as the victorious. Okay, they emerged as the victorious and gained control over most of the trade in India, and finally they established a colonial empire in India. They were succeeded in establishing a colonial empire in India. Now, this is how the all the things started in India by the Britishers. Okay, from trade to ruling India. Now, Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar. Sorry. Now, what was the reason behind these two battles fought between Britishers and the Indian rulers? Now, the Battle of Plassey was fought between Sirajudullah. Why it was fought? Because the British established trading centers in Bombay. That time it was called Bombay, now Mumbai, and Madras, now which is known as Chennai. Okay, Chennai is known as Madras that time. Got permission from the Mughal rulers to conduct trade in Bengal, and since no permission was taken from Sirajudullah, then Nawab of Bengal, they wanted to do business, they wanted to trade in Bengal also, but they have not taken permission from Sirajudullah, who was the Nawab of Bengal that time. And that is because the Battle of Plassey was took place. Okay, between the Nawab army and the Britishers. And the Britishers were able to consolidate themselves in Bengal by removing Sirajudullah, and Sirajudullah lost this battle, and Mir Zafar, who was the puppet of British, became the ruler of this particular territory. Okay? So, Mir Jafar. Why he was known as the puppet of British? Because he had to act according to the instruction of the Britishers. Whatever they used to say, whatever they instructed, he had to do that. Okay, he cannot take decision on his own. He had to follow British government, whatever informations were given by them. Next, discontent with the misuse of power by the British, the combined army of Nawabs of Bengal and Awadh and the Mughal Emperor faced the British forces in 1764 at the Battle of Buxar. Plassey, Buxar, these are places. Okay? The battles held in these particular places, and that is why these are known as the Battle of Plassey and Battle of Buxar. And again, there was a battle between Britishers and the Nawabs of Bengal other than Mughal emperor. ठीक है? In this, British won and gained the right to collect revenue in Bengal. And this was also another victory for the Britishers, and they again got the right to collect revenue in Bengal. Revenue means tax collection. ठीक है? And this was the foundation war of British rule in India. ठीक है? उनको जो है रेवेन्यू टैक्स कलेक्ट करने का जैसे ही राइट मिला तो वहीं से उनका जो है रूल इंडिया में शुरू हो गया. ठीक है ना? Now, discontent against British rule. Why Indians were discontented with the British rule? Why they were not accepting British rule? Because the whatever policies they were whatever policies were made by the Britishers, those were all against the Indian, against the rulers, against the Mughal emperors, against the farmers, landlords. They were whatever they were doing they all policies were against the Indian people. Nobody was happy. The farmers were forced to grow cash crops. Cash crop means which in which by growing cash crop you can get money in return, but this money is not meant for peasants. Ultimately the Britishers were getting benefited with this, and they were compelled to grow indigo and cotton in place of food crops. ठीक है? And they used to bought these crops at very low prices from these peasants, and these were sent as a raw material to the British factories. And Indians were not permitted to open mills and factories and was forced to buy the British made good. We have to buy the British made good, which was made by the raw material of India. ठीक है? They were taking all the raw material to the British factories and forcing us to buy those products made in the British factories. And because of that, Indian weavers, Indian craftsmen, they were all became unemployed. ठीक है? They all became unemployed, and the Britishers were gaining lot more profits. They were having huge profits at that time, and Indian farmers, Indian craftsmen, Indian artisans were not having any kind of profit. Because profit ki to baat chodo, they were not getting the proper amount of money. It was very hard for them to make the living possible. And above all, the tax was there. They have to pay heavy tax. Heavy tax, what if whether the crop is good or not, they have to pay a fixed amount of tax to the British government, and this led to the discontentment against the British government, and as a result, revolt of 1857 took place. That we will discuss on tomorrow's class. So students, go through the chapter very well. Thank you.